We actually came prepared today, guys. I brought a tarp. I've got my coat and we've got spare gloves and extra layers on.
Right, okay. Hi guys, welcome to FNS Bushcraft. We're back out again at the Treehouse cabin. Just a brief overview of what we're going to do today, or what the plan is. We've got a pole here from last week. We need to delimb and debark it, measure it for size, cut it. That's going to be the underneath apex pole that we're then going to thread. This isn't going to be the tarp that we get, that's on order, currently coming. But this is just for an example. We're going to use that once we've put the crossbeam on, and use that as an example to show you in a video how we're going to have the tarp threaded underneath, hanging inside the shelter as it were, and not over the top. So that's the plan, and if we then get any extras done, you'll then see them in the video. So see you shortly.
Okay, so that's the beam that the tarp's going to go over. That's finished. Just been cleaning it up, taking off all the bark and the branches and the twiggly bits. It's really important because you don't want those to pierce or damage your tarp, because it's going to be your waterproof barrier. So that is essential. And this is now complete. On to the next thing.
Biggest lashes I've done for a long time.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, so if you've noticed, guys, over the last couple of videos, we've had these bad storms, and because these trees are obviously going to move and sway in the wind, these pegs have come loose. These three logs right in front have become quite a problem child, so we're having to tie it to the tree to make sure it's properly secure. Hopefully we won't have to do that on all four sides, but
Hopefully not, the others seem alright.
just seems to be this corner that keeps popping out, doesn't it?
It's got a funny twist in it because they're a little bit off. It's not a perfect square, but you can't get four trees in a perfect square. So when we built it and it moves, now they're all connected by the platform. As it all moves, it just all twists and works its way loose. But
Yeah.
we'll sort it. Okay, now.
You're raising the sail there, are you?
Yeah, shit the hood. Big bullet. Could you possibly move your pole?
Maybe.
See, it's in my face. I don't like your pole in my face.
Sure.
Thank you. just enough.
Cool. Is that all of it?
No.
Alright.
Nice to save a bit. Just put a stop knot on there, just to stop it pulling through. I've done 3 half lashes, so I've done a clove hitch and then 3 half lashes with a stop knot. And there's no way that's going anywhere.
Lovely jubbly.
Lashed all 3 around the tree. Now we can get on. Oh, it needs measuring first, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'll grab the soap. Yeah. Pulley system.
Yep.
Right, it needs to go back a bit. There we go. Once I've sorted this, it'll pull up the hole. So you can kind of see, guys, how now this is on the inside. We have 2 ridge poles, and this one we can thread the tarp over the top, and this one will help keep the debris on the top, so there'll be an air gap between the tarp and the debris. And just a quick mention for you guys, if you're looking for some decent bushcraft gloves, or any gloves that are good for bushcrafting in, the ones I'm wearing today are called Nomex gloves.
Are they supposed to be a fighter pilot's liner glove?
Yeah, they're so basically they're
fire retardant, aren't
they're a liner glove for fighter pilots, and these have been used all the way back to World War II. In many different shapes and brands and stuff, but you can buy them pretty cheap. I think they're like 20-30 quid.
No, they're only 20, I think. Yeah.
But yeah, they're supposed to be fire retardant, so if the pilot's console or plane catches on fire, then the hands don't burn, so they can grab the ejector on the seat and get out. So these are perfect for picking up hot pots and pans and stuff off a fire, or just generally in winter for warm winter gloves. And they come in different colours. You can get them in green as well, like a khaki green, and like a tan colour as well.
You can get them for $4.99, $99.99.
Yeah. I would do the extremely fast thing that they do at the end of the advert, you know, the T's and C's apply.
Yeah. Right, okay, so we've managed to lash down the sides of the roof that we hadn't done last week, that we kind of left, and I've also done a repair as all this has shifted and moved and all the strong winds. These 2 pegs have worked out come out the tree and the top two are dropped off, so I've had to put them back in position, knock the pegs back in, and then do a lash around the tree, around the whole trunk, just to kind of pull them in nice and tight. So now I'm a bit sort of happy that they're secure. So yeah. And now we put this on, we can thread the tarp over that. So what we're probably going to do, have a bit of a break, and then when we come back we'll have hopefully the tarp over here,
to show you
just to show you as an example. Maybe repair the back wall, which just fell apart as well. Seems to fall apart every week we come, but hey. So see you shortly.
Yeah, that's what they look like, guys. More like gauntlets really, but because they go just past your wrists. But yeah, they've got full leather palm like that. See, I've already burnt mine slightly, but
yeah, they're not totally fireproof, but
yeah, but
gives you like a bit of a,
instead of melting, they turn that colour.
Yeah.
But if you actually look at the material's still intact. It's not all melted like plastic would be. Yeah. So it's just changed colour. So it's more like fire blanket material. But I've had these for about 2 years now, so. So yeah, obviously this tarp is too short on either side, look. But it'll give you a good idea of what it'll look like when we've got a proper sized tarp on. So it's starting to give you this double layered look, or double layered effect. So you have an inner skin, which is a tarp, which will keep you waterproof and block some kind of wind, and then this frame on the outside will be basically the hanger or whatever for the debris and sticks and branches and stuff. So it should work really, really well. Once we're finished.
Not too sure what I'm going to use, mate.
What, for tying out?
Yeah. Got a bit of a stick here, just a minute.
Like you look like you're being born again, isn't it?
You're trying to say my shelter looks like a vagina?
Does a bit. Wee two flaps hanging down.
Wow.
Right, I'm gonna go and collect some branches and debris for the roof, just to save time, and then we'll crack on putting that on the roof, and we'll probably end up doing a time lapse of that. So I'll see you in a second. So still collecting branches, guys, for the roof, but I just stumbled across the top half of this tree that snapped off in the storm. We're getting all these lovely green branches, and young. Look at that. It's completely snapped off the main stem of the tree. I think it's that one up there, because there isn't any trees here in line with the stem. So This probably came off that one right there. But yeah, this is a great find Mother Nature has provided. And yes, obviously, because this is now snapped, this whole stem is now dead. So we can use this. But we're getting these lovely thick and fluffy evergreen branches off it, or boughs, spruce boughs.
They'll die off, obviously.
Yeah, they'll die off and go brown eventually. But yeah, this is great for what we need for the roof. This is perfect. And I've also gathered piles of completely dead ones already as well, just to fill it up a bit and fill it out. But yeah, I'm going to crack on collecting more of this with Dad, and then when we come back, it should be the time lapse of us putting it all on the roof. So guys, it was a really good haul, just from one stem or branch or trunk. We've got 3 piles, or 4, I think there's another one around there, so got a load of that stuff, which is great. And we've decided that there's a load of small ones as well that we can use for flooring, so we can pad the floor out with the smaller ones. So we're just going to ferry them back in 2 now.
See you in a bit.
We need a sled. You drop one. Oh. So guys, so that's how the tarp will look like.
Roughly, yeah.
Roughly. But we're going to take that off now, because behind me we have a giant pile of sticks and debris and branches. So we'll now be slowly putting that on, but for you it will be sped up in a time lapse. But that means we're going to have to take that off for now, so we can get to the back and then put the branches on, work from the back to the front, because it's easier and safer. Right guys, so we've just briefly stopped because we've run out of branches, so we're going to have to get some more, which won't take us long. But look at that. That is looking absolutely fucking sexy. Look at that. Pardon me French. It's starting to look like a proper hunting tower now, or some kind of World War II watchtower. Bloody Vasily Zaitsev picking off Germans.
Sniper tower, yeah.
Yeah, let's go around this side. We've filled this side in completely now, so this side's finished. Have a look at that. From a distance you won't be able to tell what the hell that is, which is absolutely great. It's going to have superb camouflage abilities. While it's green, yeah, eventually this will die back and go brown and thin out, but we'll probably add a load more branches to it when it does that. But for now, this is perfect. But we're about just under or just over halfway done on this side. So yeah, we will resume the time lapse in a second when we've gone and got the others.
See you shortly.
Tell us what you think in the comments, guys, down below.
No, not thumbs down.
No.
Down below.
Down below. Go in the comments section and
give us a thumbs up.
give us a thumbs up as well.
If you've got this far, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Just a quick note, guys. Underneath where we said the tarp's going to go, you're probably thinking, how the hell are they going to get a tarp under there now? All those branches are there. Well, we're going to go under when it's complete. And we're going to trim all the branches on the underneath section of it, so it'll completely thin all that out underneath and give us more room for the tarp. So already a step ahead of you.
Lying down on the job again, son. Okay, as you can see, we've now collected our second load of branches off those down trees. We've pretty much cleared them off, so we should have enough really for the sides and for sort of bedding as well.
This is how you make an easy bushcraft bed, guys, if you want to know.
Yeah. No build, just pile.
Okay guys, that's the end of the time lapse. You're probably going to struggle to see this properly because it's gone really dull now. All the sort of rain and the storm clouds are coming over now, so but we've got this side completely filled in now, which is awesome, and we've now got the other side completely filled in, like so. Or maybe there's a bit of a gap there, but yeah, it's kind of difficult to make it out, but you should see it properly next week when we come back earlier in the day when it's brighter. But this is looking absolutely sweet as a nut. This is exactly the way I wanted it to look when I had it with the image in my head. But yeah, we're pretty much done for today. The roof is officially complete, as I've been saying for about 5 to 6 weeks now. So tell us what you think in the comments, guys. If you like this kind of shelter, if you like this idea.
Bit sparse this end.
Yeah, we'll properly fettle it and adjust it next week. More trimming and little bits to do, and we've got the floor to do, which we'll probably do off camera because that won't take us long. But it's just finicky, faffy bits now that are left just to get it perfect the way we want it. But with all intents and purposes, that shelter is complete.
Just got the side walls really, sort out the inside, put a bit of bedding in, that is it, job done.
So if you enjoy and like our content, guys,
This has been F&S Bushcraft.
please like, comment, subscribe. If you wish to get involved in having a part in what content we make, then please leave a comment. Tell us what you'd like to see, what you'd like us to do. Any shelter ideas, any bushcraft tips or techniques you would like us to cover that we haven't already. So with all that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching.
Thank you from me.
I've been Matt.
I've been John.
And we'll see you
shall
next
see you
week.
in the next one. Cheers, guys.
Ta-ra!